Nigeria is a developing country with a Human Development Index of 153. It is also a former British colony. The country is divided along ethnic and religious lines, the Hausa Fulani Muslim North and the Yoruba and Igbo Christian-dominated South. In addition, those that have social or cultural influence often tended to provide mechanisms to expand the production as well. The availability of forest area used for cocoa production caused a large wave of migration and created thousands of new settlements in Nigerian land that led to the establishment of large villages in an attempt to achieve economic exploitation. Cocoa is the leading non-oil export of Nigeria, providing cocoa to the US, China, and Canada. However, Nigeria only produces 50% of its maximum potential. Although approximately 89% of children are enrolled in school, regional differences are stark, with primary completion rates ranging from 2 to 99%. Low completion rates reflect a poor learning environment and insufficient teaching standards.
We, Sarah, Chinema, Daniel, Eno, and Yadi, are development practitioners from Progressive Nigeria, a Nigerian non-governmental organization. With a $10 billion grant from the Organization for African Unity, our development plan will target 3 sectors: agriculture, education, and transportation. While we will focus specifically on rural areas of Nigeria, our programs will spur development in urban areas of the country as well. First, we will focus on agriculture. We will increase Nigeria's cocoa production by another 25% through the fortification of farming infrastructure, thus greatly increasing production and export revenues. First, we will provide weekly training sessions for workers to increase productivity and efficiency. They will learn how to extract beans from trees, how to dry the beans, how to transport the beans, and then how to nurture the trees. Also, we will increase and try to triple workers' wages and lower work days to a maximum of 8 hours and enforce equal pay for men and women performing the same tasks. Lastly, we will increase women's access to credit and land, as well as provide seeds, wheelbarrows, and solutions for trees. The outcome will be more efficiency and stability in the output of the beans and the export, and then also an expansion of more jobs. For the second aspect of our project, we're going to be focusing on education. We will increase primary and secondary school enrollment and retention through programs awarding school attendance and high achievement, as well as programs improving teacher quality. First, families whose children attend school and maintain a B average will receive an allowance of about $50 each month per child. Second, we will fund teacher training in each community. Teachers will have 2 months of intensive training before the school year, and then have to pass an exam before receiving a teaching certification. They will also have continuing training once a term, and we will also increase their salaries. Next, we will integrate financing and budgeting strategies into the curriculum, as well as offer seminars on how to save money to the community. The outcome will be higher education and more skills. Money can be used to further invest in the agricultural sector. In the third part of our development plan, we will focus on transportation. We will improve roads and create a bus system. Severely potholed roads will be refurbished, and roads will be constructed to create access to isolated farms and schools. Second, a bus system will be constructed that allows families living in isolated areas to have an easier access to schools, markets, and other centers. The outcome of better roads will lead to less waste, more cocoa will arrive at the ports and will be able to leave the country. Also, this will lead to the ability to create more farms in previously isolated areas.
Like many developing countries, extreme poverty and hunger are issues that Nigeria currently battles with as well. We know that our development plan will assist to reduce and eventually rid of the ongoing problem that we see there today. According to the International Human Development Indicator, 68% of Nigeria's population lives within extreme poverty, most of these people residing in rural areas. With implementation of our development plan, we plan to cut the percentage of those living in extreme poverty by half. For instance, our agricultural programs will in turn lead to more jobs being created, and we create a chain effect where people can use money from newfound jobs to lift themselves out of poverty. Our development plan will also promote economic growth in agriculture, which will continue to reduce the hunger crisis. We see that the percentage of underweight children went from 35.7% in 1990 to 23.1% in 2008. we will continue to further drive this number down to 10% by 2020.
Our plan to develop Nigeria with the improvement of cocoa production by 25% will be done by distributing the $10 billion to three main sectors of the rural demographic of Nigeria, which are education, transport, and agriculture for cocoa production. Our development plan allocates 50% of the $10 billion to agricultural programs contributing to cocoa production, 25% to the educational programs, 25% to transport. Our development plan will initially increase Nigeria's cocoa productivity from 50% to 75% of its maximum potential by 2020, and then 100% by 2030. The tremendous amount of money that will be derived from this increase in production will be sufficient enough to further improve the cocoa production. With the money left over to tackle other issues of the country like HIV/AIDS, poverty, and unemployment, we believe that the increase in the production of cocoa by the improvement of the rural areas of Nigeria will in turn increase the cocoa productivity, which will in turn increase the economic revenue, which will promptly bring about a development in the economy.